Welcome back to Applied Wisdom. We're now in Module 5, The Whole Job. The whole job is about committing to build your organization's capacity and then funding that commitment. Let's get started with making a commitment. So what does it mean to do the whole job? Let's break it down. Your organization has its own functions and processes, as well as regulations it must follow. You spend and control cash, acquire facilities and equipment, hire and train a diverse team, manage information, and much, much more. A weakness in any operational area can negate successes in others. Over time, without all these parts functioning well, the entire organization will suffer. So you have to commit to doing the whole job by developing strength in every operational area, including finance, fundraising, marketing, technology, and hiring. It's typical to see a lack of investment in staff recruiting and retention among nonprofits. Staff may be passionate about your organization's mission, but they need to be compensated fairly if you want to retain talent. Investing in organizational capacity contributes to excellence and impact. It prepares you to capitalize on opportunities and weather downturns. Sometimes you can fill gaps and create efficiencies by leveraging volunteer expertise, collaborating with other organizations, or sharing back office operations. All are effective ways to strengthen your organization while reducing administrative costs. Let's hear from Gabriella on partnering to build capacity.
One of the ways in which we build capacity by partnering with other organizations is looking for joint funding opportunities, looking for partnerships that are shared objectives, shared values. We always think about who else is interested in doing this work, who else benefits from moving this policy item forward. And so we're constantly thinking about who is also interested in these goals and objectives. And I think getting to know one another as leaders, frequent check-ins, knowing what this organization's up to, what that organization's working on is great to have those open lines of communications. I love to be part of cohorts with other nonprofits so that we can go more deeply into understanding what they're doing, what's top of mind for their leadership, and finding where those intersections lie. One of the ways in which we've partnered is knowing that we can't be all things to everyone. And so finding those other organizations and where their strengths lie and how they can contribute to a larger, greater whole is super important. And just being self-aware as well, knowing your limits, knowing where your capacity extends, and then understanding that different organizations might be at different places. They may be at a different capacity and that they might be the right partner for you. But first, you've got to know where people are coming from, what are their priorities, but also know your own limits and parameters in which you're working with, and be honest to yourself about the true cost really of any collaboration, and kind of suss all that out. You really have to think of all those things on the front end before even sort of asking or digging deeper into a potential partnership.
Doing the whole job prepares you to capitalize on opportunities and weather downturns. We call that facing the elevator door. If you have built organizational capacity and infrastructure, you are prepared for when the elevator door opens and an opportunity presents itself. When revenues are strong, doing the whole job means controlling your spending. Aim to build a cash reserve that covers 3 to 6 months of operating costs. Cash is king. Raise it when you can. Don't wait until you need it. Always protect your downside. When the economic climate changes, the door closes, and the elevator changes direction, your organization will be well positioned. Now it's your turn. If a funder gave you an unexpected $100,000 for capacity building, what top 3 priorities would you spend it on? Use the exercise Setting Infrastructure Priorities to answer that question. Those same priorities can become input to your next strategic planning cycle, staff, or board discussion. The next video covers how to approach funders who can support your capacity building effort. See you there.